Hey everybody, Eric here. It is Thursday. What month is it? It is September. September 21st. And I've got some comics. I have not been to the comic book shop in a month. So I have 4 weeks worth of stuff to go over. This is in no particular order, except for the first two things. And you'll understand why they are in the order that they are. Excuse me. So, yeah, let's just jump in. Look at this stack of comics that I picked up. 4 weeks worth of stuff. And we're starting with Earth Divers, issue 9. This is from IDW, written by Stephen Graham Jones. And this is the little side story. Earth Divers is a time travel comic, and this is just a little side story. Someone from the main story had a little side adventure. This is it. And next up, we have Earth Divers 10 from IDW, written by Stephen Graham Jones. And I think we're back to the main story in this one. I don't know, because I just got them. Haven't read it yet. But the stuff I have read everything up to this, and it's all been really, really good. Then we have Blade number 2, the brand new Blade series. I have not read issue 1 yet. So I'm hoping it's a good book. Marvel Comics. Did I mention that? All right, this is a great cover. I did not look at any covers. I just took what they gave me. Because, that's my penalty for not going in every week and picking things up. Self-imposed penalty. This is Moon Knight, City of the Dead, number 2 from Marvel Comics. Look at that great cover. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. This is just a little mini-series, little Moon Knight side story. Don't know necessarily how it's going to tie in, or if it will even tie in with the bigger book. We shall see. Or if it's just, this all looks like it comes from the Disney Plus TV show. So, we'll see. And then we have Moon Knight Annual. It says number 1, but it's the 2023 annual. Every year it's just annual number 1 for that year. But there you go. Again, this is typically just a little side story, but this says Contest of Chaos, so it might be part of a bigger story that runs through all the different annuals. I don't know. Marvel Comics Moon Knight Annual 2023. This is a cool book. I like this cover. As I said, I didn't check any of the covers, so I'm glad this is the one I have. This is Marvel Age number 1000 from Marvel. And it's just an anthology book with a whole bunch of different stories, I believe. It's got a whole bunch of different creators working on it. So I see different art styles and things. So yeah, just a whole bunch of different stuff. But I dig the old looking. You got the original X-Men, old Captain Marvel, the Kree, Silver Surfer, Spider-Man, all sorts of good stuff. Good cover. All right. Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham, number 1 from DC. It's the Black Label. So I don't know anything about this. First issue. I do dig that look. And I like the Black Label stuff. Most of the Black Label stuff that I read. So a new Batman Black Label miniseries. So it's more adult, more mature. Then we have, what is the number on this? I do not see. There it is. Danger Street, book 9. Another one from DC, Black Label. There's the back cover. Kind of looks like Daredevil falling off a building, but it is not. I think that's a Manhunter. And that looks like Highlander on the cover. But once again, I am very far behind. I have not read any of Danger Street. I think the last time I recorded, I was back to reading comics for an hour a day, trying to catch up, and then I just haven't. Because that's what happens. I'm a bad person when it comes to these things. But let's move on to Batman White Knight Presents Generation Joker, Book 5. It's another DC, Black Label. There's the back cover. I know I didn't bother to put my ring light up. I just got home. I haven't changed out of my work clothes or anything. But there you go. Haven't read any of this yet. But again, love the Batman White Knight stuff. All of the stuff I've read has been really, really good. Then something I'm very excited about, and this is because I'm a terrible person, this is going to go right on top of the pile. This is just a one-shot, Werewolf by Night. Because, October's coming up, so our scary stuff is coming out. We got Elsa Bloodstone, we got the werewolf. I don't know if this is an anthology or just a single story, but I love Werewolf by Night. I love Elsa Bloodstone. It's a no-brainer. Then we have Chilling Adventures Presents Madam Satan, Hell on Earth from Archie Comics. And it looks like it's a single story. And as always, excuse me, regular viewers will know, I always pick up these Chilling Adventures Presents books and for a little Archie Comics horror. And they're usually pretty good. Overall, I'd say they're good. The Enfield Gang Massacre, number 2, from, I want to say Image. Yes, Image. A prequel to That Texas Blood, which is a vampire book. So I don't know, since I have not read it, the first issue. I don't know if there's vampires in this, or if it's just a straight Western, or what's going on. But it looks cool. The interior art looks cool. Eventually, I'm going to get to all of this. Then we have Moon Knight 27 from Marvel Comics. Moon Knight's regular series. So that's 3 Moon Knight books that I picked up. They all came out at different times. But I don't know if we're building. I know there's something, the Death and Life of Moon Knight or something is coming up. So I'm assuming this is all building towards that. But this has been what I have read, even though I'm behind, what I have read of this current run has been really, really good. And I'm a huge Moon Knight fan. Then we have Creepshow, Volume 2, essentially, Issue 1. They did a miniseries last year. Now we've got this miniseries this year. This particular issue, at least one of the stories, is written by Garth Ennis, a fantastic writer. So this is just anthology horror from Image. And yeah, I liked last year's series, so figured I would pick up this year's series. And then for floppies, we have Waller versus Wildstorm, Book 3, DC, Black Label. It's one of the oversized, you can see. There's the back cover. I have not read the first few issues. Basically, it's kind of Suicide Squad versus the Wildstorm team, I believe. Or Checkmate. It says Checkmate on the back, which is an organization also run by Amanda Waller, I think, of covert ops. Not quite as suicide-y as Suicide Squad, but cool stuff. And that looks like, I think that's Deathstroke on the cover there. And we got some collected editions. This is Mighty Marvel Masterworks, The Incredible Hulk, Volume 3, Less Than Monster, More Than Man. I chose this cover, which was Tales to Astonish, number 77. This has Tales to Astonish 75 through 91. There's the back. So that was back when the Hulk was part of Tales to Astonish, which had the Hulk. Like half of it was a Hulk story, half of it was a Submariner story. So this is my way of getting all those old Hulk stories relatively cheaply. I like these little books. There are quite a few titles. I get these. Then this is Venom Volume 4, Illumination. And this has Venom 17 through 21 of the current run. Al Ewing is the writer. And I believe this is... Now, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not going to say anything about this current run. But there you go. Volume 4 from Marvel, Venom. Cool stuff. All right. Hopefully this is good. This is Spider-Man 2099 Dark Genesis. And this has collecting Spider-Man 2099 Dark Genesis 1 through 5. I'm a fan of the character. I'm a fan of the look. So this is obviously just a 5-issue miniseries that came out. And I'm looking forward to this. Eventually, I will get to all these. Hopefully, before I die. This one just came out this week. This is Bloodline, Daughter of Blade. Do they have a volume 1? I think it's a standalone volume. And it collects Bloodline, Daughter of Blade 1 through 5 and material from Free Comic Book Day 2022 Avengers X-Men and Crypt of Shadows 2022 number 1, which I have read. But it's the Daughter of Blade in her own adventure. So I think it'll be, hopefully, a very interesting story. See if she can pop out of her father's shadow. Let's leave this one for... Well, nope. We won't leave it for last. This is Wonder Woman Black and Gold, which collects... Well, it just says the Wonder Woman Black and Gold series. It doesn't tell me how many issues. But it was an anthology book that was in... Let's find a good picture or something. It was in black, white, and gold. So just a big anthology from DC Comics, of course. Big anthology of Wonder Woman stories in black and white and gold. Goes along with Superman Red and Blue. It's over there. I had to look at the title. But, so, just some hopefully good Wonder Woman stories. All right. Ooh, here we go. A name that has not come up this video that usually comes up in every video. Well, here he is. This is Red Zone from AWA and written by Cullen Bunn. There you go. I don't think this is your typical Cullen Bunn. It's an espionage story, not a horror story. And it collects however many issues were in the Red Zone series. So, as you know, this is like a twofer, because I like to get everything AWA does, and I like to get pretty much everything Cullen Bunn does. So I got 2 for 1 in this one. And then finally, as far as comic books go, we have Captain Marvel, Volume 10, Revenge of the Brood, Part 2. It's from Marvel Comics. There's the back cover. This has Captain Marvel 47 through 50, leading up to Kelly Thompson's run is going to end soon. I don't think this... Or is it the end? Maybe. Because I know there's a new Captain Marvel series going on now. Really loved Kelly Thompson's run on this book. Good stuff. All right, I also got the comic shop news. We don't need to talk about that. And then, a month late, so I'm really behind. I have to put this together. Put together my order. I got the previews. There's the big fat catalog. Previews. And then there's the DC. And the... Well, there's Marvel One Way. There's Marvel the other way. Marvel's a thick book. They put out a lot of stuff. It's got to be at least twice as thick as the DC. But there you go. And then the big previews. And that's it. That is everything that I picked up this week. Excuse me. So, as usual, I just came in, took off my shoes, made this video, did not think of a question ahead of time. So, generic question, do any of these books catch your eye? Out of all this stuff, what would you be most interested in reading? And I'm going to stick with that. It's been a long day, and I've been very headachy this week. So, we're going to stick with that one. What caught your eye? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put those in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post a spoiler warning. We try to be polite here on my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, all the usual YouTube stuff. If you'd care to follow me on other social media, my Twitter is @Ronan5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, fuzzy animals, is ErikSmith5757. That's Eric with a K, ERIKSMITH5757. If you're on Blue Sky, I am @ELSmith. That is all I have for you this week. So until next week or next month or whenever I post another video, because I got some comics. Until then, read more comic books.